We're going to be heading on out over here to the range. Now there's two accesses to the range. One is off over here on the side through a fence and down to the range. And then there's also a direct access. Now when we are having a shoot, this direct access will be closed off for the safety. I'm out here working on the area a little bit, so got my trailer out on there and got a tractor back there to do some work. This place also doubles as a dog bang arena. Whether or not some people agree or disagree with the practice, the fact that the gentleman is going to let us do this and use it for the air gun, and spent the money to set up the range is awesome. So let's ease on down here. Now there's three access points down here to the range, as I said. One is directly from the gathering area, and then there's two roads down here to it. We are most likely, when the range is open, everybody will park to the top and come down from the fenced area. This will ensure the safety of all the shooters and spectators. Had a little bit of a storm here a day or so ago, and I just got here, so that's one of the reasons I was coming down here, is to see if there was any kind of trees or anything like that down. I'll drive over here to our target range first. Now, I'll be the first to admit, this is nothing fancy, and it's for air guns only. There is no firearms allowed whatsoever, but this is our backstop, which are 1,000-pound bales of hay, along with also have some tires and stuff back here behind that. It's large enough with the netting set up in front of it for a 3-post to 4-post shooters, for having 4 shooters at a time to come out and sit down at the benches and shoot, and in trade places. I don't want to get too many people shooting at the same time. Again, safety. We want to be able to have a range master, that is able to monitor everything and keep everybody safe. It is from this to our shooting area 75 yards, which is right underneath those trees. Ooh, come back here. Trying to drive and shoot at the same time. So from these tables right here, it is 75 yards. Now, I do not have any shooting tables themselves. We're just using benches. I just haven't had time to build any. I'd like to get some built out here, but I just don't have the time at this point in time. Still, these make, decent little shooting posts, and you're welcome to bring your own out. When we actually get the club going, with some help and volunteer from some people, perhaps we can actually get some built to be put out here permanently. The area does have camera monitoring, so we can keep vandalism down. The range, I have not decided on whether or not to have it open during, at all times. I'm kind of leery about that because I don't want any vandalism or anything. And you guys, everybody knows how it goes. You know the story. So I'm not going to beat around the bush on it. Now, there's some other really neat things about this place. It's not just about the range itself. And that is something we're fixing to go explore. And as I stated, this place is set up for dog competitions. Last week, we we had the Terriers Association come out, and it wasn't just for hog baying, but the actual skills test, which included a high jump, see how high they could tree, and the squirrel or coon training, where, you know, whether or not they're going to recognize something above their head as a, you know, challenge and stuff, and start banging on it, and they're what they do. And then, of course, is the arena itself. Behind the target range there was some more practice areas, but this place is also set up for training dogs to trail game. And as such, there is an area back behind the arena that has been fenced off in a high fence area with natural woods that could easily be set up for field target. You know, setting out some targets in the trees, or real life shooting situations as far as hunting is concerned, and have some fun competitions. And this is part of our hog containers, fencing and everything. But as you can see, me walking down this trail, there's a lot of area out here that can be used and utilized in an air gun club and have a lot of fun. You know, setting up shooting lanes, and it's safe because right now we are parallel to the shooting range itself, so we would not be shooting in this area. We'd be shooting across with plenty of backdrop and safety. You know, there's not going to be any concerns about stray pellets going too far, and even shooting big bore. And I'm a little bit out of shape here, so it is a pretty good climb. Again, we had a storm here recently, and so had some trees come down, or branches and things. This is all part of the normal maintenance that has to be done on places like this. Oh, yeah. This is our high fenced area. There's a run that goes back over to the field, and then here into the high fenced area, where again, a huge opportunity to set up some different concepts or ideas in the field target. This was our trailing competition that was set up. Essentially what was done was a carcass was dragged into an area, and then a dog was brought up to here. The dog senses the smell and then trails the carcass for blood trailing, which is a huge benefit to air gunners, big bore air gunners, because it's a valuable resource. You know, dogs have got a lot better sense of smell than we do, and the fact is, in big bore air gun hunting, much like archery, the animal expires most of the time from blood loss. So having dogs that are trained to blood trail makes our job a lot easier. So as you can see, guys and gals, I have the perfect place, not only for an air gun club, but an air gun range. Now, it's a little small for hunting, but, you know, to get together, chew the fat, shoot some targets, and have some fun. And I hope you folks will join me in 2 weeks. We're going to have just an open house. Anyone is welcome as long as it's an air gun related. You can come in, bring your guns. I've got a compressor. You'll be able to air up your guns. If possible, it'd sure help if other folks bring in their own bottles and stuff. But if you don't have one, that's okay. Like I said, I can air your gun up for you. And folks, we haven't even touched the whole property. This little bit of walk that I've done is just part of the area. There's that much more behind this going in this direction, including a riverbed and things like that. So as you can see, coming out here, doing field targets, setting up shooting lanes, we can go as depth as the members want to go. The club fees and all that other stuff is something that is to be decided when everybody gets together. And we all sit down and we talk about what we want to do with this. So, please, 2 weeks from now, day is Tuesday. 2 weeks from now, I want you to come and join me on Saturday from 12 to 5. We're going to have a barbecue pit out there with some hot dogs on it and drinks. And we're going to have some targets set out. And we're just going to have fun. Just go out and shoot. That's the whole plan. That is the plan right there. Come out here and let's go do some shooting. Thank you. You have a great day. Hope to see you then.